Hey, my loves, my beautiful Bhava babes. Welcome back to, where are we at? Bhava broadcast on Saturday. Just 1 second. I just got to post this link, which I, for some reason, didn't have time to do in the 1 minute that I gave us with the countdown. Oh, they changed our pages and I'm so confused. Okay, I'll share it later. All right, I'm back. Hey, everybody. Leave a comment and let me know that you are here. Hey, beautiful Sarah. Good evening. Good afternoon. We are doing the thing. I hope you all are just having a grand old time out there and you've had a good week. And here we are. Welcome, beloveds. Hi. If you're new here, be sure to leave a comment, give a shout out so we can all give you a big old fat, warm, loving, adoring welcome. And if you're a returnee, thank you. I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome back. It is you that just make this everything. So thank you so much. If you're new, if you don't know me, my name is Ingrid H. Turner. I am the founder of the Bhava Spiritual Mission. The Bhava Spiritual Mission is a digital church. Our goal is to bring you into partnership with Spirit, to help you live in partnership with Spirit. And we do that a number of different ways. Most notably, I am here live every week with messages from Divine Spirit, with healings, with looking at the energies, and doing readings too by donations. So if you're here, this is a good place, a good opportunity to get right with Divine Spirit, to recalibrate and recharge and get primed for the week ahead. All right. So that's the reason we're here. That's why we're doing it. Good Sunday morning, Kay. Hey, good morning, Kay. Nice to see you on here. So glad to see you. If you're getting value from this Bhava broadcast, please invite your friends to watch the show with us. Share this out to anybody who you feel would benefit from this broadcast, and like and comment and all the things and interact so that we can boost this bad boy up and grow our community, connect with people who resonate with the teachings of Divine Spirit as they come through me, as they are funneled through the Bhava Spiritual Mission. So thank you so much. I am just burning some Palo Santos wood. This takes forever to light. You notice that? Does anybody else use Palo Santos wood? And it's just like, okay, that's fine. There we go. Good enough. Blessings, clearing out that energy. How's the day going? I know yesterday was kind of a rough day for a lot of people. How's it feeling today? October 8th, 10/8, right? I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Leave a comment if you're here so I know you're here. Otherwise, I can't see. All right, what's on the docket today? The huge, my darlings. We're going to ground in. We're going to open up with a prayer, and then we're going to get into prayer healings. At that time, it is your opportunity to share your prayers and your intentions in the comment section. We will bring them on. We will affirm those prayers. I'll go into channel from Divine Spirit, have some teachings, some messages. I don't know what it is until I open up and let it through. So it's a surprise for all of us. Then I'll look at the human design transits, and then we will look at the energies for the week ahead. I will psychically tune in with tarot cards, and we'll see what's coming up for us. And then at the end there, I will do readings by donation. So anybody who needs a reading today, who needs to tap into Spirit, let me know. The donation link is in the description of the video. It's a PayPal link. Your donations are tax deductible. We are a church. We are registered as a church in the state of California. So it's here. Whatever you can do, I'm here to be of service to you today. Thank you so much for being here and being a support and a community. Love you so much. Good evening, Rebecca. Hey, Nicola. So lovely to see you. Yay, I love the purple hearts. Okay, these things make me happy. All right, let's get cracking, my loves. Let's do this. We're going to ground in together. So close your eyes with me if you're able to, and let's take those 3 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel all of your energy pool in your root chakra. Maybe it'll feel warm or tingly. You just be aware that it's happening. Take a deep breath in and pull the energy from your root into your heart. Exhale and hold the energy in your heart. Inhale and pull the energy from your heart into your crown. Exhale and hold the energy in your crown. Inhale and pull the energy out of your body. Feel it connect with divine source energy. And with the out breath, pull that energy back into your body and into your heart. Breathe in and hold the energy in your heart. Breathe out and pull the energy down to your root. Breathe in and hold the energy in your root. Breathe out and push the energy down your legs and into your feet. Breathe in and hold the energy in your feet. Breathe out and push the energy into the earth. Feel that energy hook in with the earth's core and take a deep breath in and pull it back up towards your feet. Exhale. Inhale and feel the energy hit the soles of your feet and move up your legs and pull again in the root chakra and exhale into your root chakra. Thank you, Divine Spirit, all that is, for bringing us together today in this beautiful global gathering. Help us open our hearts, our minds, our bodies, our spirits to receive divine healing and divine messages today. Help us surrender to the great all. Help us move out into our lives, into our relationships, into our work, in partnership, in alignment with Divine Spirit, to be fully extended in grace and love, to spread this grace and love and joy and fulfillment to all who we come into contact with, raising the consciousness of this amazing planet, one beautiful, aligned, and loving interaction at a time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And at this time, I'd like to invite you to share your prayers, add them to the prayer pod. Go ahead and leave a comment, get it out of your head so it's not rattling around in there. Speak it, write it, put it into existence, bring it into the physical, anchor it in the physical, and manifest your prayer. This is a potent time for prayer and healing and for making all of these things manifest in physical with the power of your intention and the power of your intention behind your voice. It is an amazing time. What you speak will come into existence. And I'll start by asking us all to please send prayers of love and healing and guidance to my little brother, who is going through a very difficult time and who just received some really difficult news that feels so unfair and unsupportive. I asked that we send him energy that is supportive and carries him through this and helps him find his footing at the end of this situation and expand fully into his highest expression, everything that he is capable of being in this lifetime. And I'd like to send prayers to my mother, who is in full supportive mode and can use, of course, the grounding and the love and the guidance from Divine Spirit. Thank you for affirming this prayer with me and sending this out to my beautiful family. Thank you, thank you. All right. Beautiful. Kira, hello. I pray for reflection and moving past things that don't serve me. This is beautiful, Kira. Thank you so much. Let's affirm this prayer for Kira, that she's able to reflect without attachment and move swiftly and lovingly past all the things, relationships, experiences, jobs, whatever it is that is not serving her, that is not supporting her highest expression in this lifetime. Thank you so much for this, Kira. That's beautiful. Anybody else who would like to share their prayers into the prayer pot, please do so. I really so appreciate you and appreciate us being able to do this together. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous. So before I go into channel, I'm going to add a little bit here because I think this feels important, especially, with what's going on in the human design stuff that I'll get into in a moment. So today's the anniversary of my dad's death. He died 26 years ago. It was a really long time ago, but it was a very sudden and traumatic experience, right? I was 12 years old, so I was a little kid and my world was blown apart. It's one of those things, and we probably all have these instances in our life where it's like, oh, there's a before and after point. We have several even maybe. That was my first before and after point. So it was a long time ago. It's not something that bothers me in my day-to-day life. It's something that I've done a lot of healing work on, a lot of grieving and catching up with that. I am fine with what happened. I'm fine with my life and the experience. But I've noticed that today, everything's been a little off kilter. I felt that kind of chaotic energy, right? That sort of shaking of the earth beneath me. It's like every step I take is a little bit off. Every interaction is a little sideways. When I go to get something, like I went to the store to get some food and I forgot my wallet and I had to drive back and get my wallet. I went to 2 coffee shops this morning. I just wanted a cup of coffee, and then the first one I went to, I waited like ungodly amount of time at the front of the counter and nobody saw me. And so I left, and then I went to another one and then they screwed up my order, and it was okay. I wasn't angry or upset. It was just kind of like catching up vibrationally. It's like everything was a little skewed vibrationally. And I noticed that I would get a little bit like agitated or weepy or just, and it wouldn't appear to be precipitated by anything. But here's what was going on. And I want to share this with you because this is true for all humans. Even as you have moved beyond your most traumatic experiences, even as you have integrated and turned these things into your spiritual tool set, your body, your physical body remembers the trauma. And that's what was happening with me today. 26 years ago, my whole world blew apart. My dad was the stay-at-home parent. He homeschooled us. We were very entangled and ingrained as a family. And then everything changed. I lost him very suddenly. And then suddenly I was going to school. My mother was primary breadwinner. I spent a lot of time at home. Me and my brothers were just like, whoa, blown apart. My body is remembering the destabilization of that day. This isn't really about my mind and my heart anymore. This is about my body. So if you're going through this, or if you find yourself coming up on anniversaries and you find your body you feel that chaos, remember that your body is able to remember that experience and will feel that destabilization. And the only thing for you to do really at that point is just honor the chaos, honor the destabilization, honor the shock to your system, the reverberating, it's like the aftershock of an earthquake. Just honor that and let that be what it is. And don't judge yourself and don't push yourself too hard. Today I got a lot of work done, but it wasn't because I was like, what I want to say is like, you don't push yourself to do more than you're able to do when your body is remembering a shock, when your body is kind of re-experiencing a little bit of the trauma tremors. How you like that? Trauma tremors. And it's okay. And you're going to be much better tomorrow. These don't last very long. It doesn't have to take over your entire life. Just be aware of it and love yourself through it. And it's an opportunity for any sort of recesses of grief to come up, or pain or anger to come up, so that you can just sit with it and be with it and peel back another layer. The healing work that I do is called somatic renewal. And it's all about dislodging the stuck energy from the body. And for most things that happen in our life, when we can dislodge that energy and we can let it go and we can move on and be completely free of it. But there are some times in our life, those before and after points, those incredibly intense traumas that are not going to just go away. They're going to be transformed, transmuted, made a part of your spiritual tool set. If my father had not died when I was a child, I would not be the person I am. I would not be sitting here with you. I would not have been able to reach down into the depths of myself. I would not have been able to open up to divine spirit the way that I have, and to be here today and to be of service in this way, in the most powerful way I am capable of being. Does it mean that the pain is not still, does it mean the pain's gone away? No. Does it mean I don't miss him? No. Does it mean it was like a fun experience or I'm totally okay? No. Both things can be true. So if you're going through that, or you kind of know an anniversary is coming up, or if you've gone through that before, I just want to share, love yourself through it. It's okay to feel destabilized. You're doing amazing. You're just doing fucking amazing. Okay. That being said, let's go ahead and channel. Let's open up to spirit. And I want to encourage you as well. As I'm opening up, we get together and we activate each other. Okay. We get together and we activate each other. And if I'm a channel, you're a channel because we attract each other. So we're activating each other. And I want you to open up and receive the message and the energy from Divine Spirit. And whatever my words trigger or bring up or make you think of or feel of or bring up a memory, leave a comment and share it, because you are helping to expand the message from Divine Spirit. And when you leave a comment, you are bringing someone else a deeper understanding. It may be on the live, it may be on the replay. You know how we watch replays and scan comments, right? So don't be afraid. Please have the courage to leave a comment, leave your questions, leave your hits, leave your insights, leave whatever feelings you have, leave what comes for you, because it matters. And if it's coming through you, it's meant to come through you, and it's meant to be shared, and it's meant to do healing, to be a piece of healing. Rebecca, Jonah's anniversary is coming up. Okay, yes. So remember that. Your body will remember, my love. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, Spirit, what do we got today? What do we need to know? Here's my guide. His name is Monz, M-O-N-Z. Okay, I'm feeling a lot on the right side, and I'm really feeling the need between the right and the left. The left is the receiving side of the body. The right is the projecting side of the body. And I'm feeling a need to really work on coming back to center, coming back to our center. There's an incredible balance to be struck when we strike that balance within ourselves between the masculine and the feminine, between the receiving and the giving. When it becomes just like an equal, like I'm seeing a teeter-totter, you know, when it comes equal, like the scales are balanced like that, that's called the zone. That's your flow, Spirit says. That's when you step fully into the alignment of your life purpose and your life path. When you get these energies balanced. I've never referred to him as a she. She is saying that humans tend to be over one side or the other. They're either like in too much of receptive, in too much of giving or projecting. And so in meditation, Spirit says, get to your meditation practice. Meditation practice is really important. This is a really good time to find that balance. And I get that there's going to be a lot of chaos and a lot of upheaval kind of around you. But if you can find that balance within the chaos and upheaval, I get none of that matters. I'm also seeing a river, a flowing river. When you step into the river, you are in the flow of abundance. You are in the flow of everything that you need. You are in the flow of fulfillment and happiness and peace and love and all of those yummy things. Spirit says that you are here to be in that flow all the time. And the journey for you is to recognize when you are out of whack, either too much receiving, too much giving, too much feminine, too much masculine, and to gently and lovingly bring yourself back into balance. The Spirit says the morning practice, the spiritual practice is the best time to do this, to really become aware, feel it in your body. Spirit says that you can feel it in your body when you sit down. We can do that right now. Just close your eyes and feel into your body. Where do you feel more of the energies, on your right side or your left side, your right side or your left side? And just gently with your breath, bring it back into alignment, move it back into the very center of your being. Think of like a steel rod moving down the center of your body, and try to match up your energies with that rod. That's going to put you into focus. Spirit says that we are here for the whole spectrum of the human experience. Everything you will experience all of it, Spirit says. But if you're in the flow, your experience will be part of your joy, part of your nirvana. Your experience will be ecstasy. No matter what it is, you will find, you will see, you will understand the divinity and how it's all working for you and how it's all supporting you. Even if you can't see the details, you'll know when you are fully in center and fully in alignment with these energies, the giving and the receiving balance. You have to look at your life, Spirit says, and look at where are you over giving? Where are you overextending? Where does it feel tiring? Where does it feel exhausting? Where does it feel like too much responsibility? And you have to look at your life, and you have to look at the receiving, and you have to look at where is it too much? Where is it too much? Where am I being flooded? Where is it overwhelming? You have to, where am I not giving back? Where am I not reciprocating? Remember that reciprocation is a really powerful energy in the human experience. Being able to reciprocate. That's why we talk about energetic exchange. That's what that means, is that powerful flow of reciprocation. Everything in life is reciprocal in this lived experience, in this time-space reality. We're in a reciprocal balanced state, if at all possible. It's an incredible experience of balance, is what Spirit is saying. Spirit says it's not like that everywhere, but here it's an incredible experience of balance. So whatever you can do to bring yourself back into balance, the Spirit is really highly recommending that we come into balance at the very beginning of the day, to use your breath, to move into the core of your being, the center of your being, to just bring your focus and gently, lovingly move into balance, alignment, and get on that path, get into that flow. Spirit says, after a while, it won't take very long. After a while, you won't even need to sit down and make a thing of it. You'll just know how to focus your intention and your breath and your energy and move yourself back into balance. Spirit says it's very easy to get off whack, but being off whack and out of balance is how you know what balance feels like. So get into balance and watch you enter the flow of your life. Spirit says the doors are opening for you. They are ready to fly open. Your job is to get into balance. It's to balance the giving and the receiving, the masculine and the feminine. Spirit says once you do that, it's like you're on a slip and slide and it's really fun. And doors will just open for you. They will fly open for you. I'm seeing doors flying open. Just boom, 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 boom. Because you are meant to be moving on this human experience. It's a ride, is what Spirit is saying. It's a ride. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a ride. You're supposed to have a lot of variety of experience, internal experiences and external experiences and everything in between. And the only thing you ever have to do, the only one job that you have, is to get into alignment, to get into flow, to get balanced, to let go of this incessant need to, what is that word? This need to overextend in either direction. Don't leech off of people or anybody, and don't overgive. Stop caretaking people. Stop taking care of people who don't need to be taken care of. Stop taking care of people to the extent that you feel exhausted and burned out and depressed. Stop, Spirit says. You do not have to do that. That is a choice, Spirit said. It is a choice and it is a habit. And it can feel like it's not a choice, but stop giving your power away, Spirit says. The crown chakra's all tingling. Stop giving your power away. Bring it into balance. When you bring it into your balance, your cup will become full and overflow, and you will naturally be giving and you will naturally be receiving. Instead of feeling exhausting or a little guilty or whatever it is, those negative emotions that come at you when you're in too far one way or the other, it'll feel joyful. It'll feel fun. It'll be full of laughter. It'll be full of heart. It'll be full of happy tears. That's where you need to give from. And it doesn't require you to hoard anything. It only requires balance. That's it. It only requires balance for your life to be abundantly full. Where you feel drained, you must leave. Where you feel drained, you must leave, Spirit is saying. You have to get into balance. You have to give that to yourself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, that feels complete. That was a cool channeling. I like that. Tell me how that felt to you. Rebecca's seeing orbs. Right on. I never see those orbs when you see them. How very cool. It makes me really happy. Yeah, let me know how that message felt for you, my loves. That was really fun to channel. Balance, balance. Spirit is saying your task is so simple and it's so easy. And we left it easy on purpose, Spirit is saying. We left it easy on purpose. Just get to balance. Just balance. That's all you have to do. It's a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice. Stop making the painful choice. Get into balance. Spirit is saying anybody who you think you're abandoning, you're actually opening up and leaving space for them to find their balance and the people who are appropriate for their balance. Does that make sense to you? Is that coming through clearly? A lot of times we hang on because we think we're abandoning people or we're not doing our duty or what have you. But if we let that be what is draining us and allow ourselves to come into balance and fill up, then it does the same for the people around us. We serve everybody, ourselves and others, when we honor our balance, when we honor what is correct for our energy, what is right for our energy. I'm being reminded, my son grew up with me. I was a solo parent for 14 years. And he now lives full-time with his dad. I don't actually see him that often. It took a lot for me to come into balance and let that go, to understand that I was becoming exhausted And I needed to pull my energy back, and he needed to pull his energy back from me, from our relationship. And that acceptance of that opened up space for his father to enter the picture, who he did not grow up with, who he did not know, that left a big gaping wound in his heart his entire life. And that hole is being filled. Love is being poured. The right kind of love is being poured into him to heal him so that he can become the best man he can be. You see how powerful it was for me to come back into balance and give that space. Rebecca, I'm going through that right now. I feel so guilty. Well, honey, if you choose resentment or guilt, choose guilt. I read that somewhere. I can't take credit for that, but I thought it was brilliant. You have to let it go if it's not filling you, if it's not serving you, if you're not overflowing with it. And maybe a break is all you need. Maybe. You just got to stay in the moment with it. Humans are not meant to know the future. We're here to trust the moment and allow the future to unfold in ecstatic glory as long as we trust the moment. If we don't trust the moment, the future gets all cattywomple, but we'll never see it. We have to trust the moment, trust the moment, trust the moment. Bring it back to the present. Bring it back to the ecstatic now. And that is when it all unfolds. Balance, my loves. Bring it back to balance. How many of us can commit to, at least this week, just this week, every morning, first thing, coming into balance, breathing, pulling the energy. Are we too far giving? Are we too far receiving? Pulling the energy into balance, getting into that flow. Promise me you're going to do that this week, because it's going to be a game changer. It's going to be a game changer. All right. Kira, resentment festers. It does. It's ugly. And once it gets in there, it is hard to get it out, man. Woo! It is hard to get it out. All right. Just beautiful. Let's look at human design. Take a sip of tea. I'm such a coffee and tea person. Okay. We have a couple of extra energies this week in terms of human design. Now, if you're not familiar with human design, get a little familiar with human design. It is an amazing fucking tool. It is an amazing modality. It is the most accurate representation of our unique energetic signature that I've ever seen. It's amazing. It combines astrology, the I Ching, Kabbalah, the chakra centers in the body, and it just goes deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And when we're looking at the transits, we're looking at the energy that's reflected in the sky, snapshot in the sky for this week. And if you know your chart, you can actually go and look at your chart and see how the transits are affecting your chart. And if you would like help with that, book a session on my website. The link is in the description of the video. I would love to look at your human design chart. And if you want to, look at the transits as well, especially those long-term transits, and see how they are impacting you, how they are affecting you. So we have a couple of centers in the just now human design chart, right? Today's chart, that are what's called defined. And I see this as like what's pulling us forward. What's the energy that is assisting us in moving forward in our next step on our path? And we have the heart and the will center, the G center and the will center defined. The G center is all about your loving heart, your purpose, your direction in life. This energy is activated for the collective right now. So what I want you to do this week is really tap into your heart center. If you have a question, if you don't know what direction to go, this is your opportunity to tap into your heart center and allow the energy to flourish in a more consistent way for you. All right. Follow the pull of your heart this week. Follow the pull of your heart. Now, where this can show up in shadow is you can feel like you are desperate to find your purpose, desperate to find your path. If you're experiencing desperation like that in any capacity, or this frenetic mind sort of like, I got to figure this out, that's when you pause and interrupt that shit with a breath. Interrupt it with a breath and move into your heart. And you move into your heart and you allow your heart to give you this step in this moment. Everything is in this moment. Nothing is in the future. Nothing is in the past. Everything exists in this ecstatic moment. And sinking into your heart and dropping deeply into the moment will tell you exactly which step to take right now. Right now, because all you need is right now. Trust the power of the now. Trust the power of the now. And the other center that's defined for everybody is the will center. The will center is about motivation. It's about our independence. It's about our willpower. It's about our self-worth. So there's an opportunity here this week with this defined for us to find more motivation, more internal motivation, more motivation to do what it is we want to do, to construct the life that we want to construct, to live how we want to live and feel how we want to feel. And we're going to have some get up and go and some pep and like, yeah, let's do this. The shadow is you might be feeling like you frenetically need to prove your worth. I'm worthy. I'm worthy. I matter. Yes, you do matter. You don't need to prove shit, my love. You, as you are, human in the now, in the ecstatic now, are so worthy and so worthy of love and respect. You are so worthy of what you want and what you want to experience in this life. Use this energy to give you a little extra push this week, to move you forward, take a big, giant step towards what it is you want to achieve, what you want to experience in this life. Take that right now step. So between these two energies, we are moving powerfully in the direction of our heart's desire, of our purpose, of what we are here for, what you are here for. Now, the channel that is connecting these two centers is a very potent channel, and this adds to the mix. This is going to be the thematic experience this week. And this is the channel of the shaman or the priestess. It is a channel of shock into awakening. You can expect to be shocked this week. You can expect for crazy shit to happen. And the purpose of this shock for the collective is to shake things up, right? Are you stable? So that we wake the fuck up to God. So that we get out of our ego traps. So that we get out of our self-sabotaging behavior and our feelings of worthlessness, and we wake up to God, our hearts open, so that we can learn how to love unconditionally, just like spirit loves. This is the path of the shaman or the priestess, to go deep into the underworld, to be shocked all to hell and blasted open and broken apart. And the level of shock that you will experience is going to be proportionate to the level of awakening that is required of you at this time. What do you need to wake up to? So spend more time in your heart, spend more time in your self-worth, spend more time in understanding in the here and now how you want to feel, and allow the universe to come in and dismantle whatever bullshit is in your way to you expanding, blooming, and blossoming into your highest expression, into the most incredible version of you that is available in the now, in the right now. Don't be afraid of shock. Don't be afraid of it. I'm going to tell you something. I have this channel in my human design chart, in my natal chart. I have been through all kinds of crazy experiences. Some of them were really painful. Some of them were just, what the fuck? What the hell was that? But every time I've been through a shocking experience, I have come to understand this stability around me is whatever, that comes and goes. But the stability of myself, my worth, and my heart has gotten stronger and stronger and stronger. And I have awoken every time into the next God version of myself. It's why I'm here doing what I'm doing. And interestingly, the first very shocking experience I had that woke me up was the death of my father. And the next very shocking experience I had was this spiritual awakening that I had, where the spirit of my father entered my body and blasted me open. And one day I'll tell you that story whenever you want to hear it. I always feel a little weird just talking about me and my life when I'm on these lives. I like to bring it through spirit and make it about you. But these things, these shocking experiences are what wake us up, because the ego, it likes to be comfortable, and it's got to be poked, prodded. Come on, get moving. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's a wake up energy. Interestingly, today's the anniversary of my dad's death. And I thought, when I was looking at the human design chart for today, I was like, whoa, I never looked at the chart for the day and time my father died. So I looked it up. There's that channel again, the 25 to 51, shock into awakening. We are here to be shocked into awakening. Don't be afraid. The only reason you're afraid is because you are attached to what is. Let go of your attachment and allow the universe to come in like a hurricane, like a tornado, and cleanse and get rid of what is not working for you, what is blocking your highest expression, what is blocking your experience of connection with divine, of partnership with spirit, moving fully into that place of unconditional love, acceptance, and well-being. So if you get shocked, let it go. Practice sweet non-attachment every day. Come into balance, ride the flow. There's going to be chaos. Ride the energy, ride the flow, ride the rapids down the river. You got this. You got this. I've had this my whole life and I'm still alive. Like, we're doing it. Okay. So those are some two kind of extra big energies that are happening this week. And let's look at the planets going through the particular gates, kind of get into the nitty gritty and the granular of what's happening this week as per the human design charts. Our focus this week, where we're really putting our attention, is in gate 57. This is the sun going through gate 57. Gate 57 is called the psychic gate. It's the gate of intuition. It's the gate of intuition in the now, trusting this moment, knowing in the now. Oh, there's a little kitty cat down on my feet, just loving on this energy. Like, oh, hi. It's also a fear of the future. So intuition, the opposite of your intuition, the polarity is fear. When you are really intuitive, you tend to be really fearful as well. That familiar to anybody? That resonating? Okay. The way that you combat, the way that you turn that fear on its head is you get present. And then that presence transforms that fear into that incredibly finely tuned antenna, intuitive antenna, instinctual antenna. And gate 57 represents that. It is the psychic gate as long as we are in the now, in the now, in the now, trusting ourselves in the now, trusting the moment and ourselves to make the correct decision for us in the moment based on that intuitive knowing right now. This is what we're doing. What's grounding us this week? Gate 51, that gate of shock that I talked about. The earth is going through gate 51, which is really interesting because the earth is like where we feel grounded, where we feel safe, where we feel connected. And you got gate 51, this incredible energy of shock and thunder moving through, right? The earth is moving through this incredibly tumultuous energy. What it is doing is it is taking away the false security and showing you where you are truly secure in your being, where you are truly grounded in your being, where you are unshakable in your being. Oh, God, I love this energy. What are we talking about? What are we thinking about? What are we communicating about? What are we teaching about? Mercury is going through gate 6 in human design chart, in the human design transits. And gate 6 is called the gate of intimacy and friendship. But here's what it is. The gate of intimacy is about building deeper intimacy through resolving conflict, which means that we're going to be talking about our conflicts. We're going to be talking about our issues. We're going to be thinking about our relationships and needing to talk through something so that we can build a bridge to each other. We can build a bridge to greater intimacy. This can be very challenging in the beginning because, especially if you're somebody who doesn't really like conflict, if you have an open emotional center in your human design chart, you are wired to resist conflict. You do not like to get in conflict with people. I have a wide open emotional center. I look scary, but I really don't like to bite. So if you have an undefined emotional center, this is something that might be a little extra challenging for you. But there's a really an urge to talk things through, to get moving and developing deeper intimacy and strengthening your relationships. All right. Brenda has an open human design. I totally need to do this when I feel the fear. Oh, I lived with the fear so long. I had reason more than most to be afraid. Yeah. Well, fear lies to you. Fear lies to you. Remember this, my loves. Fear is only a problem when there's a story overlaid with the sensation of fear. If you bring yourself to this moment right now, are you okay? Is there anything wrong? Right now, I mean right now, do you have any problems? Your fear gets the better of you because you are projecting out into the future or into the past. You're not in the moment. You've got a story running. This happened to me, so it must happen then. It must happen again. Or what if this happens? Or I know that there are terrible people because of this person. But in this moment right now, none of that is true. And you have to trust yourself that should something come up, and it will, an emergency, a shady person, whatever it is, you'll be able to handle it in the moment. Because you're never afraid when something scary is happening in the moment. You're only scared of it in the past and you're scared of it in the future. When you're in the moment, what are you doing? You're acting, you're responding, you're handling it. Okay? Stay in the moment and you will always be able to handle whatever comes up for you. You will absolutely be able to handle it because you're wired to handle it. I hope that's helpful. Okay, what are we valuing this week? Venus is going through gate 48. This is what we value, what's important to us. 48 is the gate of details. It's the gate of really understanding deeply what it is we care about, what it is we're passionate about, what it is we want to develop in ourselves, our talents and abilities and skills, and what we ultimately want to share with the world. But with this is also a fear of being inadequate, a fear of not being enough. With this gate, what I have to say to you is be careful not to get lost in the details or allow your ego to sabotage you from sharing your incredible gifts and experience with a world that needs it. Don't get lost there. You have enough. And if you need more, you can go back and get more details. But you have to pull, when you start to feel afraid, like, I don't think I know enough. I don't know enough yet. I don't have all the information I need. That's your cue that you are self-sabotaging and you are robbing the collective of some magic that you have for us. Remember, you are the change maker through the vehicle of your passions. You are of divine service through the vehicle of your passions. So you cannot let your fear get the best of you. You can't let it get the best of you and prevent you from sharing your magic. I don't care how weird and wacky and imperfect it is. It's got to come out. And only through expressing it do you really perfect it. Only through trying it on and throwing it out there and splatting paint against the canvas do you go, let me shift this. Let me try this. Let me go back and get some details and then do this, bring it back. You will never achieve mastery by losing yourself in the details. You have to have the balance, the details and the throwing it out, the details and the bringing it out. So don't rob us of your gifts, okay? Share what you're passionate about. You know enough, I promise. Okay, what is our initiative this week? Mars is going through gate 45. So Mars is that get up and go. Yeah, let's do it. We are motivated to do this. We like this. And it's hanging out in gate 45. And gate 45 is the gate of royalty, what it is. And it's like basically gathering resources to yourself and then parsing them out for a fee or for trade. Yes, this is mine and you may use it, but it's going to cost you. What do you get for me in return, right? Not sales, but think renting, right? Bring it back, right? So that is like, we're really into gathering resources that we can then turn around and make more resources with. That's what Mars is asking us to do, and we're excited about it. But I want you to remember that Mars is a rah, rah, rah kind of an energy. It's a shoot from the hip kind of an energy. So take a breath. When you feel that Martian energy rise up in you, when you start thinking about your resources and your money and how to build it and give me that, I want that and that and that, take a breath. Take a breath. Okay, now go. Mars just needs a breath to interrupt it while it matures, right? Because it's an immature energy. But it's a lot of initiative and get up and go and fire in this arena. Where's our abundance? Our abundance, Jupiter is going through gate 25. Gate 25, that's in that channel of the shaman and the priestess. That's unconditional love. That is the love of divine spirit. That is the ability to look at a plant and your child and love them both the same, because you understand, like God understands, that they are the same. That's the kind of love that is going to unlock our abundance. If you're looking to unlock your abundance, resources, abundance of spirit, abundance of love, whatever it is, Jupiter is the great benefic. It will expand anything that you want, that you focus on. Then get into a place of unconditional love, as close to unconditional love, to the love of spirit as you can. And you get there most easily through meditation and prayer, through communing with divine spirit and allowing this energy of Holy Spirit to move into you and through you and be of service with that energy, to be of healing service, divine wisdom with that energy. That is what will unlock our abundance this week. Now, where are we challenged? This is Saturn. Saturn is going through gate 13, and wherever we're challenged, where Saturn is hanging out, that's where we feel the squeeze when we are living out of alignment, when we are not in fierce integrity. And by integrity, I mean your integrity, what is correct for you, where you're not leaking energy and out of balance and getting all wackadoodle. If you're out of whack, you're going to feel the energy. Collectively, we're going to feel the energy in the gate 13. And gate 13 is the gate of the listener. So what this means is this is the ability to listen, active listening, to really hear people. It's very much a healer's gate. How beautiful is it when somebody just listens to you? How good do you feel? That's the gate of the listener. This also is a gate of secrets. What that means is the gate of the listener attracts people to tell them all of their secrets. And so what do you do with those? Do you hold them sacred and do you be a healer, just house the secrets and then let them go? Or do you use it to manipulate? Do you hoard secrets? Do you go looking for secrets? This is the energies that we're playing with, and Saturn demands integrity. So don't be out of integrity in this arena. Don't be out of integrity. Live your life in integrity, which is how you are meant to live your life. And if you are living your life true to yourself, in integrity with yourself, you will be in integrity with everybody around you. That's where integrity starts, not out here with laws and morals and doctrines and dogmas. It begins in here. And then it fills up those spaces with love and integrity. All right. Breakthroughs. We're looking at the outer planets now. Where are we having our breakthroughs, our strokes of genius, our freaky ass moments? Uranus is going through gate 2. So this is the gate of guidance. This is the gate of understanding what is best, the path that people are meant to be on. It's really most strongly about guiding other people. So for you, your breakthroughs will happen when you step into the role of guide, unconditional guide for somebody else, not guiding somebody the way you want them to go, but the way that is truly best for them, what is best for their life path and their life purposes and their life purpose. That will be where your breakthrough occurs. And conversely, when others are guiding you, you're going to have breakthroughs. I just started a coaching program. I've never been part of a formal business coaching program. And I hooked up with Alicia Skye, who does the Brilliance Method. She's an intuitive business coach. She's fucking phenomenal. This woman has mastery in areas that I'm like, oh my God. And all these areas where I don't. And I'm really excited to be a part of her group. And she has this channel, 2 to 14. And she's coming up into my life, and I've joined her group at a time when I feel on the verge of a breakthrough. And I'm already having breakthroughs in areas of mastery that she has that I don't. I am learning and growing and breaking through in pronounced and exciting ways, sometimes jarring ways or painful ways, like holy shit ways, because that's learning and that's growth. So if you feel pulled to receive guidance, to sign up with a coach or a mentor, a guide or a teacher, this is a really good energy for having breakthroughs. If you feel pulled to be a guide to other people, not from a place of ego, but from a place of heart. Follow the heart, right? Follow the heart. From a place of your heart space, that's where breakthroughs can occur for you and for the other person. But your breakthroughs will occur as a result of you being a guide for others. As you peering into the path and the unconditional love for that other person on their path, your breakthroughs will show up. Our spirituality, where's our spiritual practice hanging out? This is in gate 36. Neptune is going through gate 36. It's been there for a while. It's going to be there for a while. This is the gate of crisis. All right. This is the gate of intense contraction and emotional discomfort that results in much needed change and then relief. And then the cycle builds again. It's a cyclical gate of crisis. So where we are gaining our most potent spiritual practice, our spiritual insights, where we are, if you will, growing most in a spiritual capacity, is through the crises that come into our life that make us so fucking uncomfortable. We have to make a change to relieve the pressure. And then the pressure is relieved and we find relief, and then it builds again. And then it builds again. It's just the energy. It's just an intense energy. And that's what we're hanging out in with Neptune. Now, Neptune is also the planet of illusion and confusion and spirituality and intuition. And what that means is if you stay in your intuition in the present moment, you will understand what is true and correct for you in this moment. If you start to get into your head, you're going to feel confused. All right. So if you have crises coming up, you have dramas, you have shit just going down, get out of your head and get into your body, get into the moment. Your intuition will guide you. But if you try and get your mind to guide you, it's just going to get very confused. Neptune energy is very wonky. Where are we transformed? Our transformation is occurring in the gate 61 with Pluto going through gate 61. 61 is the gate of inspiration. It's the gate of mystery. It's the gate of why. It's the gate of wonder. It's the gate of these incredible spiritual downloads and insights. And it's also a pressure gate, the pressure to know why, to understand, to have all the answers, to understand the whole universe and why we're here and why God and why this. And you feel the difference in that energy. You are asking, Pluto is asking us to learn to let go, of the need to know why. Instead, open up to the mystery, to swim in the great mystery and just bounce and tumble along the tidbits, the downloads, the pieces as they come, and not have to put them all together, and just enjoy the pieces, enjoy the mystery, enjoy the game. Don't even have to know the rules of the game or what the game is. Just be a part of it and laugh through it. And Pluto there, we're going to take it all the way down to the shadow aspect of it, the intensity of that pressure to know why, and all the way to the exaltation, the dancing, the playing, the flying, the sliding through the mystery. All right, and where we are deeply transformed, and ultimately where we will be able to transform others. Okay, there's your human design. How do you like them apples? I like them apples. I love human design. Okay, my sweets. Yeah, let me know what you think about that. We are going to look at the tarot cards for the week ahead. And when I'm done looking at the weekly energies, the collective energies, I will open up for readings. I'm doing readings by donation. So donate any amount that you're able to the link on your screen or in the description of the video. And I will be happy to do a look at the week ahead for you. And of course, if you have a particular question, you can feel free to ask that too in the comments. If not, we'll just see what Spirit has for you. But in the meantime, and if you can't get to PayPal for some reason, some people can't let me know, I'll throw my Venmo up there. But what do we need to know, Spirit? What else do we need to know for the week ahead? What else do we need to know for the week ahead? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. Okay, snapshot for the week ahead. This is not a week for a lot of action. It doesn't mean nothing is happening, though. It means that all the action is taking place on the inside. And this isn't the week where it's taking place on the outside. You're going to be tumbling through. And this is about you taking action. Doesn't mean things won't be shifting and changing out here. They will. But you taking new action is not happening this week. This week is about coming inward, coming into your body, into your being, about hanging still, hang tight, and receive more wisdom before you get into that inspired action. Is to help you move through this deeply transformative period and learn how to develop your focus and your mindset and gain clarity, because there's things you need to see. There's things going on around you that are not what they seem to be. And it's going to take some time and some churning and some watching and some pattern developing in order for you to see where the fuckery is occurring. And there is fuckery. 7 of Swords. There's deception. I've been seeing this a lot. Okay. There's deception coming up. And you can't see it yet. But that's what this week is all about. This is about gaining wisdom. This is not a get into action, rah, rah, rah kind of a week. This is a wait and watch, because things are shifting and changing. This is a very deep, this is a card of change, but it's inner change, inner transformation. And that takes time. You are decomposing. All right, the shit's dying off. You have everything you need to hang tight. All your resources are fine. You're on a stable foundation. I would say this is not a week to get into a whole lot of like trying brand new things. Keep moving on with the status quo, kind of, you know what I mean? And just like, no, you have all the resources you need while you're going through these processes, which is gaining more wisdom. This is about spiritual practice as well. We brought through from Spirit meditation, getting into alignment, getting into balance. You have to be pretty damn balanced to hang upside down like that and to see things from a different perspective. You're needing to see things from a different perspective. Shit is changing. You are up leveling. You are moving into a new energy, a new frequency. This takes time. You're going to have to really work on your mindset, really take control of your mind, okay? Because there's a tendency here for you to not have control of your mind, to allow your mind to run amok and tell you all kinds of stupid stories about fear and depression, sadness, and woe is me and all that crap. But you absolutely have the ability to turn that around. Just turn that around. You have more mastery over your mind maybe than you give credit for. And this is, you can't be lazy with these two cards. You can't be mentally lazy. It's easy to be mentally lazy. It's easy to just in the moment to spiral down into poor me, self-pity, nothing's working out for me, I'm a victim. Oh, no, it's easy to do that. It takes discipline to go, wait, that's a story. That's not necessarily true. I'm not going to allow my mind to take me down to those places and fuck with my vibe. I'm just not going to allow it. So there's a need to be stringent with yourself because there is something going on. There's something you don't see. And that needs to be revealed so that you can take the action that needs to be taken. But because you don't see this yet, it's not a time to take action. Now, how devastating is this, right? How devastating is this? I don't really know. I feel like it's going to depend for each person. It's not something I would allow myself to get afraid of. Have mastery, have mental discipline, and have patience and wait. As soon as you see this, okay, everything will change. I just pulled that out of the middle of the deck. Everything will shift and move forward as it needs to move forward. Big changes are coming for the better, really positive changes. You just have to see this. This feels like relational. It feels like there's people around you who are not a good match for you anymore. This could be as simple as, oh, that's not an energetic match. That's an energy that's pulling at me. Remember, we talked about that balance of coming into balance and being pulled out of whack by giving too much or receiving too much. There's something out of balance. There's a person here or people here who are not an energetic match for you. It may not be outright deception. It just might be, oh, that's not a good fit. And I see that more clearly. Sometimes we don't see when we've outgrown people, you know, when we've energetically shifted out of relationships with people because it's a habit. We're there. For some of you, it will be a little more intense because we do have that gate 51 and the 51 to 25. There's a waking the fuck up that is happening. And it might be a little waking the fuck up or a big waking the fuck up. And if you feel afraid when you hear me say that, I want you to master your mind. I want you to bring it to the present moment. Like, do I have any problems right now? Is everything working out for me? Does God love me? Is this a benevolent universe? Is everything working in my favor? And the answer to that is fuck yes. Fuck yes. It absolutely is. And anything that moves out of your life, anything that is revealed to you, even if it's uncomfortable momentarily, it's so working in your benefit, in your honor. And this is because you have made the commitment to divine spirit, to be of divine service, to expand into the highest expression of you that is available at every moment. And so the universe is doing its bit and answering your call and saying, we got you. We got you. We are clearing it out. We are making it easy for you to be the fullness of who you are in this moment. We will meet you there. We will do the dirty work for you. We will do the hard stuff. All you have to do is hold on to that commitment and then let it be easy. Hold on to that commitment and let go of everything else. All right, my love? Okay, we are going to do some readings. Thank you so much. If you would like a reading, please leave a donation in any amount to the Bhava Spiritual Mission. The link is in the description of the video. And I'm just checking my phone. Some people like to Venmo. Okay. It is in the description of the video, and it would be my honor to tune in for you and share a message from Spirit. Our first love is we have our beautiful Kira. Kira, darling, if you have a question, you can leave it in the comments. I'll just say, what does our beautiful Kira need to know? Thank you so much, Kira, for your support, for your love. Appreciate you so completely. What does our beautiful Kira need to know? What does our beautiful Kira need to know? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, wow. Okay. So you're riding the collective wave for sure, my darling. You have some big shit going on. And what I love about this spread is you have some uncomfortable stuff happening. Like you definitely have some discomfort running. There is going to be a need to manage your mind. You have to bring it to the moment. And you have two of the major cards that were the collective thematic ones, the Hanged Man and the Transformation. So you as well are needing to hang tight this week and allow some deeper work to unfold. You've already done the hard part. This is just the unfolding of it. There will be some discomfort and you will feel it. There will be some hidden, some mystery, oh my God, your mind is going to want to go in and go like, uh-oh, like, I don't really know what's going on. Think of this as being in limbo. These two cards together tell me that like, you're going to have a feeling of being in limbo this week. Humans don't like that. You know, that space where you're just like, I don't know what's next. I know this is ending, but I don't see what's coming next. Like that's a very uncomfortable space for humans. We don't like it. We have a hard time with it. But then I see the Nine of Pentacles here and I see the Son of Cups. You, my darling, I'm picking up that you have very good karma when it comes to people helping you, reaching out to you and being of service to you, being of assistance to you. And it really has to do with your faith in yourself, your faith in your ability to step up to the plate. Okay. Have faith in the process. There's big, you have 4 major arcana out of 6 cards. Those are the big daddies of the tarot deck. Okay. They're like, oh, we have things happening. Big shit is happening. Okay. So you have a big shift happening. For you, I don't see that there's a lot of the interpersonal stuff that I was picking up for a lot of us collectively. It's not really about that. This feels like this is very much an internal process. So be patient with yourself. You are getting clear on what you want. You are getting clear on where you want to go. And when you do, this Nine of Pentacles energy will really start to bloom and blossom and develop within you, which is this confidence, this, woman, this female energy, feminine energy that shows up full of herself in all the best ways, full of her pride, full of her wisdom, full of her abundance, full of her knowledge. That's really going to start to bloom and blossom and come into play more and more in your experience as you hang tight and get clear on what it is you want out of this life. And then doors will fly open for you. Once we know what we want, the doors open. Once we know what we want, the doors will open. And that's where you're headed. That's what you're doing this week and dealing with this week. All right, my darling, thank you so much for your support and for allowing me to be of service. I really appreciate you. If anybody else would like a reading, I am here for it. I don't have anybody else on the list, but if you want one, leave a comment. Let me know. Leave a donation in any amount. And I will do the thing for you, my sweet. We just got the one today. That's okay. It's whoever needs it. I am here for you. I appreciate you. And thank you so very much. Okay, my loves. Well, if we don't have anybody else who wants readings, looks like we got a whole bunch covered with our collective stuff. Thank you so much for being a part of today's experience. Thank you for showing up. And if you have found this broadcast useful, beneficial, uplifting, please share it with your friends, family, anybody who you feel would benefit from this broadcast. Like it, comment on it. Whatever it is that we do to build this up, let's build our community, make it really strong and attract the other people who are on the same frequency as us to show up every week and just build this into an incredibly beautiful, yummy experience. I will be here same time next week. Let me know that you'll be here. I can't wait. I really look forward to it. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, you all. Thank you so much for being a part of my existence, for being a part of my experience. I love you so much. Thank you.